Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Washington Gun Law TV. I am Washington Gun Law President William Kirk. Thanks for joining us. Where am I today? Come on, you guys all know where I am today. I am at Washington's premier indoor shooting facility. Of course, that's Security Gun Club right here in Woodinville, Washington. Hey, Washington, we need to talk, okay? For those of you who've been geeking out on the channel for a long time, you might remember a few years ago I said, hey, I'm a little worried we're going to have a magazine ban and you might want to stock up. You all listened to me, and guess what? We got ourselves a magazine ban. Then a couple of years ago, I said the same thing about an assault weapon ban, told everyone to go out and stock up, and you all did so, and guess what? We ended up with an assault weapon ban. Today, I'm going to give you some advice about why you might want to start stocking up on ammunition, because I think the state of Washington has some very, very nefarious plans in mind for this year's legislative session. So today, let's get you all educated and let's talk about why Washington residents should stock up on ammo right now. Okay, Washington, here's what we're talking about today. We're talking about the impending 2025 legislative session, which is about to kick off here in a few weeks, and some things that I'm reading in the tea leaves that I think is going to significantly alter the cost and availability of ammunition for you in the future, which is why you might want to start stocking up now. Here's where I'm coming from on this. Number one, there's already been a couple attempts at ammunition taxes on a statewide level. We already know that there's one in existence in Seattle. There's one in existence in Tacoma. And we also know that the Washington State Supreme Court has said, hey, there is absolutely no problem with that. Do I anticipate a very hefty ammunition tax this legislative session? I most certainly do, because when your previous governor ran your state $12 billion into deficit, I can assure you that any bill which has the word tax on it is going to be very, very popular with the Democrats this legislative session. So will there be an ammunition tax bill? There will. Is it likely to pass? It most certainly is. And therefore, the cost of ammunition will go up exponentially just on the tax. But this is the other thing I want you to be aware of, and I don't think a lot of people have thought this one through yet. I believe that there will be a bill this year that, if enacted into law, will require a background check before you can purchase ammunition. And I also believe that there will be another bill that has the equal chance of passing that may limit how many rounds you can purchase in a single transaction. So if all of that were to come to fruition, here's the situation you're in. You would no longer be allowed to purchase ammunition as a Washington State resident online. So if you go to places like where I go, AmmoSeek, Target Sports, Ammo.com, where you can shop around and find really good buys, and you can also save money by buying in bulk, that will no longer be legally permissible in Washington State. You will have to come into a gun store such as Security Gun Club or any other reputable FFL statewide. But then here's the thing. You're going to have to pay for a background check, because they're going to have to run a background check on you every single time you want to buy yourself just a box of ammunition. And of course, those background checks, the state of Washington doesn't do those for free, and there is no FFL who could afford to absorb the cost of those background checks. So that background check cost will be passed on to you. So essentially, if everything goes according to the Democrats' plan this legislative session, sometime around the middle of the summer, you may not be able to purchase ammunition online. You will only be allowed to purchase it at a state of Washington FFL with a required background check, and you will be limited as to the number of rounds you can actually purchase in a single transaction. Put other ways, Washington, the time to start stocking up on ammunition is right now. Listen, if you got any more questions about this or anything else related to what's left of our Second Amendment rights, which in Washington State right now is not much, you should know how to get a hold of Washington Gun Law by now. But if you don't, that's okay. That information's down there in the description box. If you got an idea for a video we should be doing around here, cool, let's hear about it. Click on that link right there and let us know. If you want to subscribe to our monthly newsletter, the ability to do all of that is right down there in the description box. And then finally, and most importantly, let's remember that part of being the lawful and responsible gun owner, like we talk about all the time here, is to know what the law is in every situation, how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. Until next time, thanks for watching and stay safe.